What up, 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 what up? So might be welcome to my Estrogen Epopee 6 months celebration and shit. Like fucking yeah. So it's been 6 months and like it's like been a little bit more than 6 months because like I started on August 13th, 2025. Oh, my voice is fucked up. I was singing Sevda earlier, and so like I don't know. I kind of sound like I've been smoking, but I don't smoke no more. I only talk to my cousin, and fucking but yeah, like so it was August 13th, and then so the 13th of this month would be 7 months. So it's been like a little over 6.5 months, and yeah, I should have done this earlier, but like it's like it's really profound. Like it's like especially in the past like week or so, or like past like 3 weeks or so. I say this every estrogen epopee that there's like, oh god, it didn't change until it's right now. Now it's all different. Like, but the thing is so cool that like it's constantly getting different. It's constantly getting better and shit. Like look at it's like the chemicals in my eyes are like fucking I'm just like happier, and so like I don't know. And also it's working with estrogen, so like it's like really shaping my face different. Like I'm fucking like pretty and shit now. And like it's so cool because like last night I was on the train to go to McDonald's and shit, and fucking this girl was so cool. Like she like she just we just really got along and shit because she was so social. And like like I'm Serbian, I'll be talking and shit. Like I like that. Like even though like in my past life, like I wasn't used to being like yeah, like I wasn't used to being social. I was never very social. So like but now like since I like transitioned and like I'm just feeling better in the estrogen dominant, and like my chemical makeup now is like making me have like this intense need to like socialize and shit, which I guess it's just the nature of testosterone. Because when I was like 600 T, like 3 months into my like therapy, and like it was just monotherapy, so it wasn't that good yet, and my levels were shit. And so my first blood test at 3 months in, it was 600 T, 50 E, and so that was so inferior. Like for like estrogen, for feminization and stuff. So like yeah, so I was like in a testosterone dominant environment in my head, and so I was just like the lone eagle, like, and that's like the most like fucking positive way I could put it, because like, I was fine with being a loner, and it had just kind of stacked with depression over a long time, where I was just like I didn't want to talk so much, but now I'm like happy. I like how I look. I like myself, and like fucking everything is like kind of everything gets better as I'm feeling better. It's like it sucks so bad because like when you have like a lot of shit happen in your life, and then you're kind of like you feel like, man, I have the right to be like pissed at the world and sad about this because it's all fucked up, and like the world needs to see that I'm fucked up, and like and that's true because that's how that's honestly how you feel, and that's kind of like how your internal justice system is working. But like the world hates that, and like that's the saddest thing, because it's like the more mounting problems you have, the more like the fucking world shuts itself off to you, and then like you become even more of a prickly pear, and like it's just all bad. And like so like now that I'm in this like estrogen dominant environment, and it's like it's my fish in the water now, like I love this environment, and I'm like way more comfortable being like that, being like this. And then so like now I just want to socialize. My ease up. I just want to talk to people, and then that's what just ended up happening on this train ride to McDonald's. So like, there's this girl. She was from fucking like L.A. and I guess like to describe her, she was like Okay, so I'm 30, and like she was like probably had to be like early 20s, and like she was really pretty, and she had a mask on. She had blue eyes, and like uh she wasn't super pale though. And then um and she had some like a heart tattoo and some other kind of like Chinese tattoos like on the side of her eye. And like yeah, she was like a cool character. And like we got to talking on the train, and she's like, people in Denver aren't very nice. Like it's like people don't want to like talk and shit. And I'm like, yeah, that's true. Like because like I know my city. I know how we're like. Most people are kind of on that suburban type, like real like you got to know me to know me. It's like they think they're people think they're all like better, like way better than they are and shit. And it's a weird thing here, like, because like like I've been on a road trip to LA, like Thousand Oaks. Like LA people are nicer because life is just better there. It's just better there, and so like people are just nicer, and they're just like, yeah, whatever. I'll talk to anyone, like I'll kick it. We'll smoke with anyone. Like it's like that's like the LA vibe, and like the Denver vibe is kind of like more suburban. Unless you're in Denver, then people are normal. But like the Denver metro area, like the greater metro area, is real suburban. So suburban in mentality, like where it's like, you know, you gotta have like a bachelor's to fuck with me type shit, which is really lame. Cause interesting people be like anyone, you know. Like I talked to this old dude. He was super rich, like Hispanic dude, and like he like owned like 4 Wendy's and shit. This is back in this church function I was at volunteering for, and he was also volunteering, and so we kind of how many months on HRT? 6, and 6 months in like 14 days. Man, I'm sorry. I kind of went off on a tangent, but yeah. Oh fuck. Okay, good. Like, never mind. I'm just like waiting to see when my cousin can talk. But like, yeah. So, and everything. Like, I say this every Estrogen Epopee, guys, for whatever reason. Like, it's like every time I'm like, man, no. This week, in the past 3 weeks, now it's clicked and it's different. But like every time that happens, like the new Estrogen Epopee, I'm like, no, now it's different. No, now it's all fucking grid. Oh, I gotta talk to my cousin real quick. Hold on. Oh, he's in there playing poker or something. Hold on, I didn't get everything up. Man, he should stop smoking, dude. Every time I go in that room, dude. Hey, so quiet. No, I don't talk to my cousin like that. I don't talk to my cousin. But like fucking no, like man, that was a nice. That was a nice interlude. Now I'm all zipped. I'm all fucking zooted. Yeah, I'm just having a good time and shit. I'm just sitting here having a good time, like, cause like everything's so cool now. Like I posted that on a TikTok and Instagram. I was like, posted like I transitioned and now I feel so cool, and it's like, cause that's so true. Yeah, and like what's really been nice is that like back in the day, like before my medication and everything, and before like around 3 months in, um, probably 4 months in, because 3 months in is when I adjusted my medications, and then it was like a higher dose 3 months in. So like probably around 4 months in is when I had optimal levels, or optimal-ish, because now my levels are like 115E, 103T. So at least I'm an estrogen dominant, and I'm within the 100 to 200 female, like typical estrogen area where it's like for feminization. You're most likely trans if you're watching this. I mean, I think maybe, I don't know, trans woman. And like fucking but Yeah, now my environment is different. And then so like when I shave though, like so used to be when I got off work I'd be going like that. So listen now. It's going it's like not really, it doesn't sound like I'm ripping up a bunch of little trees and shit. But like back when I was like coming home from work, at the end of the day I already had 5 o'clock shadow before my fucking estrogen and everything. So like I would go like that, and it sounded like a fucking phone book. I would be like I was fucking doing the like flipping a deck of cards, and I mean shuffling a deck of cards and shit. And like now though, now like I stay, like baby butt until the next morning and shit. Now, OMG, 6 months, let's go. Yes, fucking yes. Like 6 months, like and a half, and like yeah, hell yeah. Yo, what up, Bean Gang Tingle? You've been here a long time, and like you're sick. Yeah, yeah. No, like she's the OG. We have like rapport and shit, and like yeah, like what do you think about the war with Iran? I freaking hate what the U.S. is doing because it's like it attacked them first, and like Israel is also like an awful nation at this point because they're doing the G on Palestine. So like I'm totally I don't like Khomeini and shit because I don't like their style of Islam. See, I'm a Bektashi Islam, like Muslim, and so like I'm like so it's like Balkan Islam. It's super liberal, super like tolerant. It's like European Islam and shit. But like it's like that old Ottoman Islam that they used to introduce so that the Christians could like still drink and like you didn't have to like totally cover up and shit like. But anyway, like Khomeini, like I don't like him, but like I don't like what the U.S. is doing and Iran is doing even more. Yeah, okay, sorry, but this is the estrogen epopee. Fucking like this ain't Eurasia first, which is a kind of idea that I'm floating for a live stream show. And just to counter the racist ass America First show, because Eurasia First is gonna be like inclusive and being like uh, we're anti-West on this side, but we're also liberal. We're liberal as fuck. We're communists, like we're super libbed up, super communist. It's gonna be a thrill, okay? Yeah, but now like people are like okay, so the girl on the train, we and then like she hit my vape, like my my cousin and shit, and like she got zooted and she just got up and started like picking up pamphlets. Okay, so the thing about her though is like I could tell she was like kind of early in her tweaking because she wanted to go to Civic Center Park, to get a bag. And like that's what I used to do, but I didn't. I always got weed bags though, so like I could tell she was kind of like into something crazier because you could tell when someone's tweaking. They have that tweaker goneness in the face, like, and you can tell they're like on something. Like I used to do like Adderall and like hella psychedelics and shit. I know the arena ish, and like I have done cokes and stuff, and like fucking, but yeah. So and because she didn't look weathered, so she was like 20, 21 or something, but she didn't look like she had been doing meth or whatever for a long time. She looked like she was just like this was like month 1 or 2 or 3. So like and so she hit my vape and she started like walking around the train like looking at shit and then like picking up pamphlets and like looking at stuff and like I was just kind of sitting there and I'm 30-year-old woman and I'm just like like cause she was being funny and shit and like fucking and then anyway like she and then I was like okay I gotta go, like I'm going to McDonald's, and then I was like I see you later, have a good one, and like fucking that was it. And then I was like damn, like cause like I wish like I don't know, cause like I don't just be like like I'm really in transition, so like all my older friends are like kind of like respectfully stepping back and only liking here and there and stuff for the most part, and like I gotta get like some new friends up in this bitch. And so I was just so amped and I was like happy. I was like fuck yeah, I got a fucking friend. I got a, like friend out in the open and shit, and like it was cool. And I haven't done that since I had hope in my life and shit. When was that? Like when fucking Sid Maybe was 20 and shit, like 10 years ago. Yeah, and so like, yeah, that's what but this is the overall point though, is that like I'm looking, my feminization is going good, and now I'm looking approachable and shit, and like that's like step one for making friends and shit. You gotta look approachable. And like before I was so, us, like fucking trans women, we be depressed as fuck before we transition. So we just don't, we look like a bag of beans and shit before, like, honestly, bro, we be so like, the vast majority of us, we look like dead in the eye and shit. Like, and now, like, I mean, I still have dead eyes because my eyes are just like brown, black and shit, but like, it'd be looking like, I have little like spark, like I used to do this live stream called the Morning Spark. I gotta start doing that again. But I got like little sparks in my eyes and shit. Like, I don't know, it's like a development that's new and shit. I haven't had that. I haven't had that since like global warming wasn't really like, it was kind of like oh, it'll happen, which was like what, 15 years ago and shit. I don't know, but like, the point is though, I'm happy now, and like, I'm 30, so like, I'm still looking like, I'm still looking good, okay? People always be saying like, oh, 30 year fell off or whatever, like, but no, like, I be feeling like pretty if like people like be talking to me, like I be getting like hit on and shit, like, like the world is responding positively to me, and it wouldn't do that if I was washed, So I don't think I'm washed. I think I'm fucking precipitously getting there, Dude, I was a sad bag of beans pre-estrogen. Now I look like Ripley from Alien. Hold on, like, I don't know. I know, like, I don't know what that is, like, but, like, yeah, like, fucking, we be looking like a bag of beans and shit. Pre-transition, because, like, we be just, like, fucking sad. I know you're 30, you definitely look younger. Oh, stop, man. I'm owning it. I got this leather jacket. Oh, shit. Modesty and shit. Like, no, I got this leather jacket and, like, my Serbian hat, so it gives me some sort of distinguishing, like, olderness to me. I don't know. But, yo, thank you. Yeah, like, and, yeah, so I'm not washed. I look like a Sev the Linka singer. Like, I look, and that's what I'm going for, Oh, fuck, sorry, guys. I hate burps and shit, bro. I can't be doing that and shit on live. Yeah, but, like, I gotta talk to my cousin and shit. Let's get another little conversation going. But, like, fucking, what the fuck? How did that happen? Someone liked the stream and then, like, the like left. Like, what did I say? It's okay. I be burping out blinkers from minutes ago. Yeah, like, fucking, yeah, like, fucking, like, blinkers used to do the same thing to me, because, like, I stopped doing carts and I just do this, like, dryer vapes. And that's, like, I have to do it now because I'm, like, 30, and, like, I had a 16 years of combustion and cart smoking and, like, nectar collector hitting, like, sometimes smoking random shit, like fucking, I found, like, a K2 bag. I mean, that was, like, 12 years ago. Like, I've had this journey and shit, like, and it was about time I stopped it, and I gotta talk to my cousin real quick, hold up. Man, he lives in the seedy underbelly and shit, hold up. Whoa. That was a late game cloud. What the fuck? That kicked me back. Hold up, I gotta talk to him. Yeah, it's a party. I got the Switch too. I'm talking to my cousin. He's like fucking playing poker. He's gotta stop boxing the fucking poker room. It's like really bad for you and shit. I just can't even stick my head in the environment. Like, Yo, y'all like my like Serbian curls, my Balkan curls and shit. I look like I should be in yeshiva or something, dude. Yeah, and yeah, like in fucking, so my shaving, like it used to be sounding like a phone book or me flipping cards, like stacking it, like, you know, like whatever that's called, shuffling, and like yeah, but now I stay like baby ass smooth until like the morning, cause then and then also there's like less fucking follicles even growing in the first place. Like it's like 40% shut down and shit. Like fucking like so many of them just went dormant. And like cause now when I'm shaving in the morning, it's like wow, there's like a lot less little trees growing, you know, cause like when you look up close, it looks like little trees and shit. And fucking um yeah, so that's been great, and especially on my mustache area, cause like I kind of have scarring from just shaving it, you know, so much and shit before I've been on meds too. Like, so I used to shave it like twice a day and shit because I'd go out at night and I'd want to shave up again because I was just at work and like those were fun days. Those were fun days, like early in transition, because the euphoria is there's nothing like the early transition euphoria. Like I'm getting new euphoria all the time now and it's mounting and like it's really cool seeing my transformation, especially from like December 12th to now and shit. Like I got some pics and shit, but like fucking but still nothing compares to you know, like first 3 months of transition when you're like officially like yep, I'm 24/7. Like I mean, like when I did, I just jumped in instantly and just went to 24/7. Like so like and like that was like it was amazing because like the euphoria you get from all the cute outfits and like you know, like I don't wear them that cute no more, but like they got real cute at one point. Okay. Like I ain't do the T blockers, so I gotta shave lots still. But if you just take 2 times the estrogen, it cancels out everything else. Yeah, like how much estrogen are you on? Cause I'm on 6 milligrams, and so like I do like 4 milligrams at 11 a.m. and then 2 milligrams at 11 p.m. and then I have 100 milligram Spiro that I used to just single dose in the morning, but then I asked Rock and he was like, "No, split dose," and I'm like, "Okay," so like I did another split dose, and like fucking, but yeah, like uh. I got a Spiro just because like my doctor be going with whatever I need, and like because it's like I'm in Denver, so it's like they give you anything you want, you know, because like it's like the most lived up state, and I love it because you know I'm lived up as fuck. I'm doing DIY injections. Oh, okay. All right, cool. Because like I heard those can be like powerful as fuck. Like, so yeah, like if you're doing double, like hold on, like fucking, are you doing like 12 milligrams a day essentially? Like, or that would be super high. You know, like eight is considered high, and so like, um, I mean you don't gotta say like, but like, you know, like, but yes, yeah. Is girl a potion I only inject every Friday. Okay, sick. Like I want to go in injections, like, but every time I'm with my doc, like, she's like basically says that it's like that it's no different. Like you know, because like as long as my levels are good, then it's no different. And then I ask Rock, and he's like, yeah, that's true. And I'm like, so why does the community fuck with injections so much? And it's like, oh, it's anecdotal or whatever. And I'm like, oh, okay, but like, I don't know, Reddit really be convincing you that you should be on injections. They're always gatekeeping. Yeah, like, yeah, because like, I want what's most effective, but like, yeah, and like, they kind of like, they don't want you on injections, but she's like, but she at the same time, she said like, well, we can go with whatever you want though, you know, like, and like fucking, because like, I'm telehealth, no insurance, so like, I don't go through a doctor. I mean, she is a doctor, but like, and she diagnosed me with gender dysphoria, but like I don't know, like we really like she's just really good, you know. I just lucked the fuck out. Like she just really is like whatever you want to do, we can go there, we can do it. And I'm like I'm actually the one who's like wading into it. Like I started off on 4 milligrams, like 4 milligrams monotherapy. So like and that sucked because like I didn't get a blood test to start out even, so I think I should have. But like, I guess it wasn't needed. But like, so in my 3 months, revisit, and then I got my first blood test. My E was my T was 600, and my E was 50. So like, obviously that's fucking shit. And like, so like, yeah, but that was on my 4 milligram monotherapy estradiol sublingual dose, once a day. So like I wasn't even split dosing that shit. So like when I got my blood test, it was at my like 24-hour trough, and of course like my levels I guess were so ass, but even at the time I was already getting like nicer skin, like glowier soft skin and shit, and then like and I was also developing like a chest right there, like yourself, like when you're a trans woman and you're like getting, it's like so slow but it's so noticeable at the same time, and like you really kind of notice it like every like some days it's like the next day, like because it's like your nippy is puffy and shit, and like it's like you're like, yeah, this shit is working, like, and I'm gaining mass, like you look, you look at your own you look at your own chest, like fucking it's getting bigger, and it's like, but it's really slow, and so like right now mine are noticeable, like these are noticeable, like woman's chest. I don't want to, at the eye, bro. The eye's looking at me, but like fucking, but yeah, like, man, I went on so many tangents. What was the main track? There was yeah, and you'd need to get back on progesterone for real. It was so fun. Need to get back on progesterone. Yeah, I'm gonna do that next. So like, and Gronk has been saying that it's like it definitely ups the tit. It gets where you want to go. And like of course I want like as big as chest as it can get, bro. Honestly, like like why not? Like if it couldn't, I mean, if you can, let's get there. But actually, I don't want it to get to the point where it'd be super uncomfortable and hurt my back. So like please don't get bigger than like a small C. Small C would be nice. And I'm already like am I a full A? I don't know, guys. I feel like an A. I don't have bras though. Like, I mean, I do, but like, I grew out of them because they used to be padded bras, and like, I took out the pads in December, or November, and I didn't even need to really. I mean, I did need to because they were like chafing and feeling bad and different, so I took them off. But like, in the grand scheme of things, I didn't like have to take them out yet, But yeah, now I got some new work shirts, and fucking they're like small. Oh fuck, I don't want to. Damn it. I mean, like it's just like I have stalkers and shit, like, and so like fucking or I have this one stalker, so like I don't want to know where he knows where I work and shit, but like fucking like like I got some small shirts, and like they're really like good because they hug my figure, and I have my BMI of like 23 right now, so I'm like right below obese, or not below obese, like right below overweight. So like I'm within normal, but I want to be like skinnier, because I still have a man's stomach. Like I feel like I'd get less transphobia if I had less of a man's stomach, like because like at the park, this kid was like, "Why is that guy here?" And his dad was like, "I don't know, we can't do anything about it," which is so sad because it's like he's like openly talking about like, man, like this person just has to exist and we can't kill it, I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude. I know I'm in Highlands Ranch, but like, Jesus Christ, dude. I would think this would be like Bober County shit, This would be something I'd hear in, what the hell is it, like Bennett, or like fucking, there's one it's like Starsky or something. It's like Sterling, I think. It's like northeast Colorado, where it's like hella Midwestern vibes. Yeah, we got the switch though. Hold up. Yo, this looks so much better, like, on the mobile than it does, like, on my TV, like, because when I put it, when you dock it, the game changes, you know? And, like, some games look better docked, like Star Wars. The new Star Wars, I forgot the name, but, like, yeah, that looks better docked. But then this game, like, fucking, you know, the GTA San Andreas Definitive Edition, fucking, it looks better on mobile. Oh, shit, y'all can't even see right now. Look at that. Yeah, I like being skinny, and I want to be skinny on the video games. And, you know, like fucking, I want to be like skinny in real life, like CJ. But hold up. Yeah, it's the Estrogen Epopee, not the Switch Epopee. Yeah, stay on target. Fucking. What else? There's more. There's all types of feminization stuff, like even my voice, like it'd be, because I guess it's just kind of settling into like I purposely try to like pull my bass out of my voice, you know, and so like, but then I kind of like the my voice kind of rests in my nose, but I kind of like that though, because that's kind of like Balkanish, you know, that's kind of what I'm supposed to sound like anyway. So like yeah, yeah, and then like another thing is just like, you know, guys at work will like ask me to like ask me how I clean something or something, and like, but they've known me for years and they know how to do it and they've seen me do it every day, probably twice a day for like 3 years. But then they're asking me shit like, just because, you know, like people, I guess this is like, you know, if you're a trans woman, like, and you've undergone feminization and it's like changed the way you get interacted with in real life and shit, like where they're like people like guys will, everyone will like kind of just talk to you and just kind of for pointless shit, you know, like just talk to you just so that they can kind of like talk to you, and it's like fucking sick, you know. Like I love it, like, you know, because again, like I was a real reclusified guy, you know, back then, you know, like, and because, you know, like my transition is euphoria based, and so I just feel a lot better in this environment, and like, and it's more natural for me, and then and that makes me just happier, you know. But like fucking uh but looking back, like, yeah, like of course it was incongruent because like that wasn't my water, you know. So like fucking like yeah, so like now people be talking to me and shit, and I really love it because like, and then today, like going to the tree store, like on the way there, like this like this woman was like probably like 8 years older than me or something, 10 years older, and like so, you know, I'm 30, she'll be like 40, and like but she was like, not, but you know, because 40's sick, but like she was really nice, and like so she came up to me and like, I mean, she sat next to me on the light rail, and I was just like on my switch, and then she's like, hey, and then she kind of gives me this like a Perry's Pizzeria card, and then, and I'm like, oh yeah, thanks, and then like she's like, yeah, it's like for a free pizza, just go to the Castle Rock location, and I'm like, yo, thank you, and then like and then I'm like, man, like, and I'm like so I have like these 2 sodas in my purse, and I'm like, yo, you want a soda? I kind of have too many, and like she's like yeah, like which one do you want? And like, so like I just like ended up giving her soda and shit, and like fucking like, but then like, you know, like people didn't used to just come up and like give me things, you know, like when I was like a sad dude, like fucking people wouldn't give me free cards to Perry's Pizzeria, bro. Like that shit wouldn't happen. Like, so I was just so stylish today. Like she just came up and she was like, here, have a free Perry's pizza, you know, and it was like 14-inch pizza, so you know, it's like probably a smaller medium, but like that's a whole ass pizza for free, dude. So like, you know, shit like that would just be happening, you know, because I have like luck and shit now. You know, like the good vibes is making me have luck. And like yeah, and then on the way back from the tree store, like I get on the train, and like I've never been like waved at, you know, like but like fucking like I get on the train, this like, you know, like woman around my age, like she's just like hey, like fucking, and you know, and that super ultra positive, like when someone who's like an ally sees a trans woman and they're just kind of like overly happy or something, like I don't like, tell me if this is a phenomenon for y'all too, but like I love it and it's good and it's great. I'm just like noticing that this is kind of like a thing that be happening, and like yeah, and like so, but like, you know, she was like waving and happy to see me, and like I've never seen this woman in my life, and I'm like, yeah, like hey, like like hey, like what up? Like fucking, I was so happy too. Like I'm like, why are you so happy to see me? I'm happy to see you. Like sup? And like fucking, and then I sit down, and then like and then she's like telling me something about like the sunset, and I'm like, oh yeah, the sunset, like that shit's really pretty, and then she's like, yeah, and like, and then we both kind of just smiled, and then and I went back to my Switch, and then she like went back to doing something else, but like, you know, like that shit just did not happen for me before, you know, like, because I was like, when I was like before, I was just like mad and sad, like mostly sad and shit, and like fucking like, and I would just be like, you know, like it'd show up on your face, you know, like, and then people wouldn't want to interact with you or really talk to you and shit, and then plus it's harder, I guess, you know, it is harder when you're like male presenting, and then like, because it's like you're kind of more like threatening, you know, so people don't really want to like talk and shit, and you know, like my vibes before was very like it was still very served out and shit, and so, but when I was guy presenting, that kind of made me look like maybe I was military, or maybe I was terrorist or something, you know, like fucking people don't want to really like they're like, what is that, like, are you some sort of like Muslim, or like Russia Christian or some shit, you know, like fucking, I'm like, so like, well yeah, basically like I'm like Eastern Orthodox lineage person, but like fucking um but where was I going? I don't know, we're just having a nice time though. What is it, 37 minutes and I have 53% battery left. This is gonna be like a 3-hour stream and shit. Oh yeah, it's about time we switched out the little cartridge on this thing. Yo, the Lobo changed my life, dude. What is this? The Pro TV Lobo. Yeah, if you're trans woman, you don't have an addiction, you're slipping, dude. What? Need to get back. Oh yeah, you already said that. Yeah, if you're not addicted to something and you're a trans woman, what the fuck are you doing? Are you just like staring out the window? Like, get outside, do some drugs. Like, I mean, don't just do weed and shit. But like, I don't know. I don't want to be hypocritical. Like, I've done a bunch of other drugs. I've never done meth. And I've never done crack. I've never done heroin. But I've done like hella opioids, and I've done like hella amphetamine type shit, and like cokes and stuff, and like, but I've only ever been addicted to weed, kratom, and I was like a problem drinker at one point, but like a binge drinker. But I've since not. I don't do alcohol no more, and I don't do kratom no more. Thank God. I was like a really wretched one. Kratom is just really wretched, cause like it feels so good, but like it'll like you have no idea how like much that like leaches into your brain and kind of like tethers onto everything and latches on and like clips on every little piece of your brain, and so when you pull it back, like it just goes and like snaps off, and then you're like, oh fuck, that was like connected deep down in there that whole time, and like now I'm like feeding, and like, yeah, I went through like the worst flu of my life for like a week and a half, 2 weeks, like the worst sickness of my life. Like it was like worse than COVID, like fucking, and then I was good. And then all I had to do was just not think about it, you know, for a couple more months. And then I was out the house. I'll look like I was talking to my cousin. and some of these cartridges just really hit different. Cause like I always mix like different strains and different amounts into each one, so like every single one is like potential. You know, there's a potential in there. Oh yeah, you can see my eyes changed up. We're deep in the woods now, guys. Yeah, I know that looked like maybe you want to smoke again too. Smoke 2 joints before I smoke 2 joints, and then I smoke 2 more and shit. Man, shout out my ventilation. I'm in a new building. Like, this building's only been here since like 2022 and shit. And like the ventilation is like, it shoots all my fucking vapors, and then I be chilling. Oh yeah, wait. Oh yeah, wait. Has your eye color changed at all on estrogen? No, but I didn't want it to. I liked my eye color because like my eye color is like definitely brown, but it has like some green elements. So like in direct lighting, I can get that kind of lizard looking look. But most of the time, it'd be looking like black or brown. My mom says hazel, but you know she's like I think she's just looking at it through mom colored glasses, you know. And yeah, like body hair too. When I shave and shit, like it used to be where like I needed to shave weekly, and honestly, I needed to shave a little bit more than weekly. But it was just like, dog, the everything shower is like a half hour, so like I didn't want to do that like every 4 days. Oh, pretty. Mine was like blue and green. Now I'm just solid green. Hell yeah. Green eyes are my favorite, like, because it's like, yeah, like I said, lizards. Y'all be looking like lizards, and it's like hot. But like, um, yeah. So like, I used to need to shave like every 5 days, honestly. But like now, like it's every 2 weeks, and then like the hairs that do grow, they're like, I looked it up. They're called like follicular hairs or something, where it's like they're more peach like. You know, they're more like like Scandinavian ultra fine thin blonde. You know, instead of like having that real tree trunk ass just like Patrick with the thing in his nose. It's like guy hair is just different. And like when you're a trans woman and you're on medication, like and it's in a switch and you can see the switch, you know, like, and then you're like, oh wow, okay, this is like different. This is biologically different. And you know, like that's also another stupid thing about transphobia, because when they say like you're not a biological woman, and I'm like, yo, and like basically everything I am, like, because I'm looking around and I'm like seeing all the changes and what the changes are, and it's like, yo, like every new thing is actually what a cis woman has. So it's like my proteins, my fucking you know, my blood and everything. I'm like, at this point, I'm all turned out, you know. And like, yeah, like, and I've been doing this. I've had this my whole life, where like I'll just do like a little movement where it's like more like just like definitely what a girl would do or move like, or just like I'll kind of like fucking like do some shit and stuff, and it'll be like subtly like what a girl movement would be more, you know. And like but now like I just do that even more because the medication, like, it boosts it and shit. Like well shit, like you become like way more of like your nation's like girlness, which was like heaped on with a bunch of like life of living as a guy, like the nascent girlness, like it grows exponentially, like, and it gets like powerful and dominant, and now it's like it's woven into like every fucking movement you make. It's like the girl version, and there's no old guy version no more, you know, like where it was like hella, you know, like pre-transition guyness is just so unconfident, and it's like so like like you didn't even want to try. Like my whole life I didn't even want to try, like, and now I want to try, and it's fucked up because I gave myself a fucked up life. Like I'm looking around, I'm like, damn, I'm like in a shit ass job, and I'm like, yeah, I live alone and I'm like in my own apartment and shit, but like fucking I work a shit ass job, in an actual low rung of society type job. I'm not saying it's like shitty because I gotta be on a computer all day or something. Like nah, dude, like and you know, like I'm like everyone else. Like over half my money goes to my rent, even though I'm in like a nice rent setup building and shit. But yeah, so I'm just like looking around, like damn, like I gave myself a fucked up ass life because like, I mean, it was just like how it cracked out to be because like I was just so negative and sad and shit, and like that just kind of begat other negative sad shit, and now like I'm so like happy and sunny and shit. Like you know the meme of like the two girls who are friends, and like one is like the fucking like preppy, super colorful, happy girl, and then the other one's like fucking gothed out and shit. Like and like before I was all gothed out, and now I'm all sunny and like let's talk in over coffee for 2 hours in the morning type shit. I'm just like in here. I'm in life. I want to live it. Like I want to go out on a train. I want to like get high at a random place, go get food, sit on like a random like part of like some shut down building and just like see the glint in the sunset through some like fucked up ass building. Like you know, like all the shit I wanna do, and you know like all the shit I want to see in my like environment and my ideal day and shit. Like I just want to be out here doing shit. Like I don't know if you feeling the same way. Like because like I mean of course you do. Like yeah, like I think because like you can't help it, but like when you're so happy, I mean like you're so up because okay it's not always up, you know. Like I'm on like a euphoria kick because like some days I'll be like god damn I want to leave the planet and shit, like, and I'm like in my hands, like, and it's like my hands is wet as fuck, you know. Like fucking like and like yeah, the medication like will make you like cry, like, or I don't know what it is, but I'm just like not really having a handle on my emotions and shit. Like I'd be still getting pretty sad, and it always flares up in episodes of transphobia because like I like how I am in myself and like how I'm presenting and shit now, and like fucking you know just like how I like am and shit, and like fucking it's fucking what was I saying? Hmm. Man, what the fuck? I'm like I'm like pretty high and shit right now. Yeah, I just can't like help but like be happy most of the time when I'm not going through massive amounts of transphobia. Because the transphobia is like what's yeah, that's the thing I was talking about. The transphobia is what's really fucking me up. Because like I'll just be in public and people start laughing, or like some kid will be like I said before, like oh why is he here, and like and then like parents and like a dad will be like his dad was like I don't know, you can't do anything about it. Like you just gotta let him. They just gotta be here. You know, like I can't believe we can't just kill these things. Like that's what he was saying. Like basically, like you know, I'll read between the lines, and like yeah, and then it also especially hurts when it's like other women who are like laughing at you, and like in groups and stuff, and like I don't know. Today's outfit was pretty cool. Like it was like these sweatpants, and then I don't know if you're on the Telegram or if you're on my X account. Like you saw the outfit for today, and like fucking it was like a mesh pink top, and then but it was like a so it was like a mesh fishnet pink top, and so like showing off my boobs and shit, but like I was also like in sweatpants, so like and then I had all my rings on and like like the puff gloves and this hat, and so like and this necklace and everything, so I was like and my switch tote. So I was like looking sexy as fucking. I thought like fucking, and then fucking yeah, and then that's when I had like 2 good interactions, and then like the woman gave me the Perry's Pizza like free pizza card, and then that other girl was like waving at me when I got on the train, like and so like I've been having like these great positive experiences, and like yeah, and then and then I was like I've been like bullied at work by like these transphobic girls and shit, and like but then um but one of them's like pretty much like a super alcoholic, because every time I put in my like um like my lunch meal like at work, like, and I put it in the microwave, and it's like pilaf and it's like garlic in it, and like yeah, it's real like Mediterranean out and shit, so it's gonna smell like all crazy and stuff, and like but then she uses it as an opportunity to take like liquor shots, to kind of like, because my food's so pungent that it masks the smell, and so she like you could tell who's the one drinking and who's alcoholic, because you can smell it on them when they're at work and shit, and like so she's like a super bully of me, and like a super transphobic, but she's also alcoholic, so I'm just like I'm just kind of above this now, like that's been my mantra all week, all these like week and a half, 2 weeks. I'm like, I'm too hot for this, I don't gotta deal with this shit, like all this transphobia, like I'm too hot for this now, like this doesn't apply now, like this shit is stupid. And that's gotta be the mentality, because I'm not like going around like thinking I'm like hotter than everyone, like, but I just be feeling cute and confident, and I don't want to hear that shit, like I'm above that shit now. I feel too good. I honestly just feel too good to like pay attention to that shit no more. And so then like she came up to me like when she came into work the other day, and she said hey, and she never said hey to me before, because they've been bullying me being transphobic, and I'm like, I was so surprised, because she's like, that's totally like giving up the war, like if we've been having this quarrel the whole time, why the fuck would you just come in with the hey, like, because that's like showing weakness and showing that like, hey, like I want to interact now, and I just want some positivity, because like everyone's interacting with me now at work and it's all positive, and then like she doesn't have this stranglehold opinion on me in the building, and like yeah, so like my bullies are apologizing essentially, people are treating me nicely, or like a lot better, you know and like they're flirting with me, like, and like yeah, everything is just so much like better now. And like yeah, I've been saying this every Estrogen Epopee, but I've been literally given a second life. Like this is a different life I'm walking around in. Nebojša. Nebojša. Like the Serbian name, Nebojša. No bullshit. Yeah, and like fucking what else? There's more feminine, like feminization things. But like yeah, my hairline is like coming back. Like I mean, I've been having like new developments where it's like baby hairs and growing back on the sides, like because I have no balding in the back, but I have like kind of like the beginnings of like Norwood in the front, where it's like on my temples it's thinning up, but then not no more though. Like my estrogen dominant environment, my low DHT conversion environment has given me like my hairline back, or it's creeping back, So that's like fucking amazing and shit. And like and the fat in my face is like becoming different. Like I look at videos of me like from 6 months ago and shit, and like I kind of feel like I had like a hoarser face, you know, like my face was just like bigger and more pushed out, you know, like it was like, I don't know, I just like had more face to my face, and now I it's like it's rounded out, but it's like the fat has redistributed itself, so like, or at least more now, to where like I just don't look super guyish in the face no more. Yeah, like, yeah, you know yourself, so like when you look at yourself, right, like in the moment in the camera and shit, you're just like really noticing like how much more feminization has occurred. Like for me, I really be noticing like right here. Which again is fantastic. Oh shit, I gotta talk to my cousin. I don't know how he lives like that when his room's all boxed 24/7. That's a high carcinogen environment. Back from talking with my cousin. Oh, you went talking with your cousin? Hell yeah. Oh, I'm back to the Proto-Slavic homeland, dude. I'm back to the, what's it called? The Pontic Steppe. Yo, and like the Lobo vape, like it has these little capsules that you can just load up, and then like at work I don't gotta like dig in like my like little like a silicone puck of weed to like fucking mix in and make a new little cartridge. I can just stack them up and go and shit. I don't know, real 30-year-old shit. Yeah, and the hair on my hand, like I used to like shave like right here, and like I just did the other day, but I really didn't need to because it had like that thin ultra light like kind of like anemone hair, you know, like it's not like the guyish thick trunky hair. It's like a sea anemone hair. My body hair was always minimal anyways, and like yeah, I stopped growing back hair. Like I had just started been growing back hair like I have the last like 3-4 years, and like those stopped growing. So I'm not up shit's Greek. Yo, I like putting the ring on my knuckle because it reminds me of that Felix the Cat cartoon where he's like facing off against that enemy where it has like the big orb head, and like I don't know, and he had like these kind of like digits where the armor was kind of like bulgy on the what's it, the little hinges. So like yeah, I don't know what the style. It's probably like knuckle ring style. Yeah, I'm particularly proud of that and shit. Oh yeah, my skin's really switched up. I noticed that like a month and a half ago. I'm like feeling it. I'm like, wow, This honestly feels like, you know, like when I had, you know, like in my past life I've had like 4 girlfriends, and like, you know, girl skin be feeling soft, and now my skin used to feel like my girlfriends of the past. So I'm like, wow, I have girl skin, you know. So yeah, and it's like the nature of it is totally different, because like when you're a guy, it's like your pores are bigger, and it's like you are more oily, you know, and like I don't know, your skin's like thick and shit, you know. There's like it's like you're like a dinosaur or something. You know, like you know, you just got a lot of skin when you're a guy. I don't have that much no more. And now it's all soft and shit. Now it looks like I have a filter on and shit. Yeah, my favorite thing has been my face and my chest, because that's been so noticeable, and that's what really gets you like treated different, you know. Like treated not like a guy no more. Like you really get more flirted with when you're like chest is like noticeable, like or more noticeable than before. Like, because I have my, you know, I used to be flat. You know, I used to be a guy. Like, so like I had a AMAB body. I was built like a Pop Tart. I still kind of am, but I've lost like 13 pounds. Yo, what up, Mundir? How Bao Bo Hauche Bohauche Monir Bauche. Yo, what up? You sound like a like kind of like of the general region, like you know, I'm Serbian, so we have names like Haji and stuff, like, but Monir, like, I like, sounds like Iranian. That's cool. Yeah, and then like my muscles have atrophied too. Like, like I used to be more thicker. Like I used to have like more muscles and shit. Now I got like girl arms, and that's just like great. I love girl arms. Like I want. That's what I was going for and shit. You know. And like my shoulder skin, like you can see it right now. I have like I don't have guy skin no more. You know, my skin's like girly and shit, and that's been great. Yeah, every time I talk about this shit, I can't stop cheesing. Yeah, we used to say cheesing back in the, what was it, like early 2010s. That's when I graduated high school. I graduated high school in 2014. That was the year of Bobby Shmurda. I remember, because that summer, like right when I graduated. I mean, I didn't graduate. I got a GED. I'm not no square. Yeah, shut that down right now. I'm not no square. Not no square. Freaking normal person. I got a GED, like a fucking Denver gangster and shit, but like fucking like a Norteño or something, dude. No, that was my buddy. That wasn't me. Of course, I wouldn't be Norteño, because like you kind of have to be like Latino to do that. But like, anyway. What was I really saying, guys? Fuck. Oh, now I look like I really am, like I'm in the army or something. I need like a fucking gun or something. What is a hilt? What's a hilt? I don't even know what that is. But I would like one. Yeah, it's so crazy, like how the world is, like, and how like I just happened to transition in like the easiest state to do it. I'm in Colorado. I'm in Denver. This is like, you know, we have telehealth. Like, you can just instantly get estrogen. I mean, you have to be like, you know, like an earnest trans woman and shit, but like, you know, you can just get the estrogen here. It just happens. It's easy. And like, uh Yeah, and then I'm watching like the rest of the nation's trans rights crumble, and like it's fucking like devastating and sad. And posting it, showing it, reposting it, putting in a story. Fucking, you know. But like that's all you. That's all I can do. Like, what do I? I'm a freaking make dicks worker, you know. Like I can't. I'm not Larry Ellison. But yeah, it sucks because like now half of trans women live in a state where it's like significantly hard to even get HRT like even privately, and you know at the end of the day like it's so fucking fucked up. But as a trans woman, you're like looking at all the rights I'm losing, and then you're kind of like you see a list and you're like, okay, I can live with that not being there. I can live with you know not having that. I can live with not having that, but I cannot live without not having that. And it's the fucking HRT. So like I'm looking at, you know, the states and like a couple of them are like it's really hard for you to get HRT even privately, like Texas and Florida. They make you have significant hurdles like what you gotta like be like with a counselor for a year, you gotta like be socially transitioned for a year. And I even did that just like not for any type of on purpose type deal for like trying to get a better odds for HRT, but like I lived as a trans woman, you know, like the whole time, freaking for an entire year before I even got on medication, and I didn't even get on an effective dose of medication till like 4 months in, and so now I'm 6 months, 10 days. I'd be looking different, you know. I think I look pretty different. Like I look like a trans woman now. Like I don't look like a cis man. Like at least not entirely. I hope. Like fuck it. Like he lived as a woman for a year. Bless him. Oh man, get out of here, bro. Get zooped. Man, that's like I said, it might be official channel word or something now. Get zooped. Oh. Yeah, that's like I'm making 30-year-old sounds and shit. But yeah, I just noticed this like a couple like a week ago. Like I'm moving and my ass is kind of like like doing that, and it didn't used to do that. And I'm like, oh, okay, I got some mass in the ass now. I'm like, you know, like I'm fucking, this is cool. And like, yeah, it's like, it's nice having like these new work shirts that I got, and they're smalls, but they make my chest hella obvious. And like, I'm like, yeah, like, so I'm not Maricone, you know, like I'm not Medicone, bro. I'm fucking like Mujeres, you know, and fucking like, but you know that's gonna be really hard to do because like my work environment, bro, like people are so homophobic and transphobic. Like not only are they like, it's like they're so transphobic that they don't even like recognize that transness is like a thing, and they just call anything that's trans like just gay. And I'm like, I hate that. But like the whole world is like that. It doesn't matter like what language you be speaking and shit, because like you know white people like will like they won't like fucking you know like talk about it like right in earshot. You know they'll be like whispering and shit. Yeah, everyone's transphobic. Like it's just the white people are quiet. And that makes it scarier. Cause like, and then it's like they're like liking your Facebook post, but then they're voting you out of existence. So. The Mexicans can't even vote for your ass out of existence. So like, what else? like the hair on like on my feet and on my toes is like so much more minimal. Like I used to like it wasn't like hairy like a Greek person or like a Wolverine or something, but you know, it was like I had like male type hairs growing out my big toe and fucking on my hair on my foot and shit. And like that's even largely subsided. Like now I still shave it every 2 weeks instead of like every week. I do the everything shower every 2 weeks and like fucking sometimes even 3 weeks. I mean by 3 weeks it's like girl get it together, but like you know like every 2 weeks is what's needed though. So like and like yeah, and so like now those hairs are just like the ones that do grow in are weaker, and then a significant don't even grow anymore. And I love that. Like fucking, is this what you wanted? Yeah. Yo, the weird thing though, and like tell me if y'all like experience the same thing. Like, but like once you get your dose right, like you stop like you don't go to come and go. You just go. You know, you can't even come. You know, like nothing comes out, and you're just like weird. And then like every 5 days something will. You know, it'll be random where it's like, oh, something came out today. Oh, cool. But like fucking, you know, now, but like most of the time it's like nothing. And I'm like, oh, cool. Like, no one told me that. And so that is kind of like a weird thing that you end up missing. You're just like, damn, like, even though cleaning up a mess, like, was never like fun or, you know, now it's cool to not have to clean up nothing, but like, it's just like, why is it gone though? Like, did it have to go? Yeah, so that's a trip. You know, that's the one feminization thing where I'm like, you know, I could do without that one, you know. I'd rather just be able to have the come and go, you know. And also, since it juked all my testosterone, like if you're a singer and you really belt and like fucking like you notice a difference, like you know, like cause before I could really get into the sevda, you know, like the fucking real soul of that Balkan like nasal like bassy like fucking, you know, like I could really do that shit. And now it's like I sound like a phone speaker or something. I'm like I can kind of do it, but it's not really like it doesn't have that like, you know, push in it no more. And like fucking I'm like damn, like, you know, that was the good thing about the guy voice is that your singing is like powerful and like real more like there's more oomph in your voice, you know. And now the testosterone has pulled all the oomph out of my voice, and like I can still, you know, I can do bassy. I just cannot do bassy like I used to. And they say that like, you know, HRT doesn't affect your voice. You know, I beg to differ. I think it changes your voice a little bit, and it makes it, you know, everything else skews female. Why wouldn't your voice skew a little bit more female too? You know, of course, it's not gonna like change your like. I mean, I guess it will, because like, what is this if not changing your bass like vocal cords? But like, now I literally cannot reach the same bass levels that I used to while singing, and and I think that's entirely due to like, you know, my testosterone being like tanked. It's probably below 103 now, you know, because ever since that blood test, I've upped my Spiro from 50 milligrams to 100. And then I also recently started split dosing my Spiro, so like now it's on it's on for my testosterone, guys. Like fucking like, you know, I don't think they're coming out alive. Kill them all. But fucking like yeah, so like I miss my voice, you know, I miss my bass and my singing voice, and then I miss having come, bruh. You know, those you could just do without those things. I do miss the singing the most though. You know, like the bass in my voice for singing. And that's the only time I want bass in my voice is for when I'm singing. Like every other time, it's embarrassing and sucks because like then but now I'm at the point where like people, like this guy asked me at work, I was like, hey, are the restrooms over there? Because it's just some dumbass question that guys know the answer to already, but they just want to like talk to you and kind of flirt with you and shit. And like, and so I'm like, you know, like that's fine. And so I'm like, yeah, bathrooms are over there, they're open. And like he's like, cool, thanks. And like, but then, you know, you could see their switch of like, because like I guess he had thought that I was like maybe a cis woman that had taken steroids or something. And then like, because he was like taken back, he's like, oh, that's a male voice, you know, like he was like, that's a male voice. Like, what is Tsinghua University or something? Man, I don't know. I took Mandarin for 2 years. I don't really know what it's saying. Yeah, I took Mandarin for 2 years back right in that interim period where China wasn't an enemy anymore and it wasn't an enemy again, you know, like it was like right around the Beijing Olympic times. It was like 2007, 2006, 7, 8, I think, something like that. And like, yeah, you could take Mandarin in public school in Denver. I mean, the Denver metro area, suburban area, and like fucking take straight up Mandarin. That's crazy. You couldn't do that now. But it instilled a love for communism, and I still love it today. Yeah, I'm of Eastern Orthodox blood. Like, you know, like, of course I love communism, guys. And plus, of course, I love liberalism. My mom's liberal. My mom's a liberal from Thousand Oaks, California, bro. She's like Ventura County libbed up. I love that because I admire that. I love Thousand Oaks. It's like it's my favorite neighborhood on the planet. Hold on, what? Yes, yeah. Oh, fucking. Man, you get juked. Man, I haven't seen that meme. What is Tsinghua or something university? Maybe that's a new transphobic meme. I gotta like be careful and still clear of that shit. Yeah, and so the guy was taken aback with my counter with my look versus my voice, and so I'm like, okay, this is good because now I'm at a place where people are surprised that my voice sounds like deep as it does, you know. And so that means that my outward presentation is looking very feminized, you know. That's the goal. That's the goal. And I bet people would be less transphobic to me if I like had less of a stomach, like, you know, like if I slim down, like I'm pushing it out, and like you know, I'm like a good BMI. I mean, I'm 123, or I mean, I'm 23 right now. I mean, not my age, you know, my BMI. I'm 30 years old, but my BMI is 23, and like fucking But I'm 163 pounds right now. Okay, so I'm 5'10" and a half, 163 pounds, but I want to be like below 160. I want to be like 159, 158. Then people won't be transphobic to me as much. I feel like that. So, oh shit, let's get some water, guys. Yeah, like I just be looking like different in the face and shit. Quiet as it's kept. I just wanted to say that. What are you smiling about, fool? Fucking stop smiling. lost like 7 viewers instantly when I said that. I don't know why. I don't know, I was being a goober right there. I was like, why are you smiling so much? Stop smiling so much. You know, straighten up and fly right. Oh, fucking. You know that song from Mafia 2? Straighten up and fly right. Straighten up and stay right. Hold on, Papa, don't you blow your top. It's all 50s music and shit. And then as a trans woman, when you're like learning how to like present yourself for less transphobia and stuff, you latch on to like different faces you make, you know? Like, and I don't know, I kind of do this one like. I'd be looking like a bird. And a lot of times I feel like we kind of make faces where like we push our lips out because like I feel like we're conscious of our teeth, like because when we suck in and stuff, it like you're like, oh man, that looks like more male-ish, you know, like, and so like kind of do funny shit with our lips. I think as a way out of like to get more confidence and shit. That's some real trans biblical shit right there. Transphobes don't even know about that. Like, you have to be in community to know that shit. That is crypt keeping shit. I don't know, it looks pretty mysterious when I do that. Like, man, that shit turned me into the fucking Rito people from Wind Waker. I already stopped coughing. You're losing viewers. Oh shit. So crazy, you can see the change. Like, what do you do when you go talk to your cousin? Oh shit. Nothing. Like, he's just in there boxing, so when I come out, like, you know, I'm breathing in the room where he's playing poker with all the cigars and shit. And so like when I come out, I'm blowing out all the smoke. And no, I'm not high. Yeah, and another feminization thing is like it brought out my old curls. So in the 90s when I was a baby and shit, I used to have these like column-y curls. They were really column-y out, like columned out, and they'd be like curling all the way down and then all the way around. And like, and then as I grew up, I kind of like my hair got straighter, and like I kind of had this more Northern European dominant hair texture. And then now that I've been on the estrogen, it went back to like the Balkan type. And I love that. Like, I don't know what it is about estrogen, but it makes your hair curly. Like if you have natural waviness, curliness, it'll like give you that. It'll accentuate it for you. Like there's a lot of things estrogen will accentuate for you. I don't know, it's weird because like it's like I've never lived physically as like a 30-year-old in a male body, you know? Like I've been like a 30-year-old in like a feminization, in the process of feminization, like a trans woman body, you know, like since this year, especially like the beginning of this year. So what I've been on estrogen, I've been on the HRT since August 13th last year. So by the time it was like January 1st, what was I, like 4 months in, and so that was right when it started to like really show up a lot, and that's when my levels were like in a lot better position than it was at my first blood test. Because at least now I'm estrogen dominant, and like I'm 115 estrogen, 103 testosterone. So, but with my new Spiro dose, now I'm like I should be under 100 on T, and so that's what you want. You want it under 50, but under 100 is okay. You know, it's like you'll get there. Like, okay, but kicking yeah, I'm kicking around my new regimen. Okay, so tell me what y'all think about this. Like fucking, you know, like my regimen as of right now is 6 milligrams estradiol pills, sublingual, split dose. You know, 4 milligrams 11 a.m., 2 milligrams 11 p.m. And then I'm on 100 milligrams Spiro. You know, 50 milligram in the morning, 50 milligram at night. Now though, I want to go up to 8 milligrams estradiol pills. You know, so I want to do 6 milligrams for my morning dose, and then 2 milligrams for my 11 p.m. dose still. And then I want to keep the Spiro, and then I want to add progesterone. And okay, so that's like the first floated option for my new regimen. But the second option I'm thinking about kicking around, I'm fucking thinking of doing injectables, you know, and doing like 8 milligrams equivalent for the estradiol pills, but with like of injectables, you know, intramusculars, and like and then yeah, I want to get on injections, and then do progesterone, and then see what I would need to do with the Spiro, because maybe I don't need it, because you know, that's the hallmark of injectables. It's like they are known for suppressing T really well, so maybe there'd be no need for the Spiro. You know, that'd be great, because the less medications I'm on and the most feminization I can do, you know, like the less medications, that's like less fucking money at the pharmacy, dude. So like fucking sorry, I sounded all construction there for a second, but like fucking yeah, oh shit, and then like fucking yeah, and so those are the two options I'm floating, but I'm thinking I'm gonna go with the estradiol pills, because I just like the pills, like, and they're getting me into my like preferred levels. I wish you the best. I'm sure it's hard. Yeah, the transphobia is hard, and that's the hard part, you know, like fucking living life as a trans woman and then feeling confident in yourself is amazing. That's the best part, and the worst part is that the world hates it, and it fucking sucks, because it's like, well, why in God do I have to finally be happy? I've finally everything connects and everything is chilling, and now the world is against me. Like, what the fuck? I mean, like, before the world, it's not overtly against you. You know, you don't walk into a place and people don't go like, ha ha ha, and they don't call you a slur, and they don't even, you know, there's not like a tense environment where you think you might be physically attacked. You know, you might be pre-transition, you might feel a little incel-y, or you might, you know, like, be pretty incongruent, be pretty sad, be pretty mopey, but like, that means when you're a guy though, like, you're kind of invisible, you know, but when you're a trans woman and very clockable, or even if you're just clockable at all, like you get the extreme levels of public transphobia, and that fucking yeah, that is like the hardest thing to deal with in your life, because that will put you, like, on especially transphobic days, it will put you in a throw, like, not as bad as pre-transition, okay, like pre-transition you want to run into like a high traffic area, you know, but like fucking these throws though, oh my god, they're throws, and like you will be sobbing, you will be like like worldwide, you know, what fuck, you are looking so cute. Yo, thank you. Thank you, Anui Dubé. Like, fucking hell yeah, thank you. Um, but like, you know, the public likes to just make fun of you, you know? Like, it doesn't matter if you're like looking really cool, like they'll still find a hater bone, you know, and try to show it to you, and then you're like, sexual harassment, and then they're like, but you're trans, so. Yeah, that's like the thing that sucks, you know. It's like the transphobia that sucks. It's we're good, we're doing good, you know. Like on our end, on the trans end, we're chilling, we're living happy. We are at book club, we are making love on live TikTok. You know, catch me on TikTok at random nights. I kind of might live stream my loves, and that's when I make love. I'm not alluding to no OF stuff, but like yeah, not for YouTube. And like so, but like yeah, it's the transphobia that's a bitch. I turned to E40 right there. But like the transphobia is a bitch, and like yeah, it'll put you in throws. But then on the good days, and it's just all it takes for a good day is just like for the transphobia to either be not heard by you, or to have it like not be so overt and hurtful. Like that will be like a day where you're like, okay, that'll be like a recoup day. That'll be like a day where you're like, okay, I'm pulling the muscles back into my face, the confident face muscles. You know, it's like, oh, I gotta like get rid of the fucking yesterday's like fucked up face. You know. Yo, don't be an Edgar in chat, dude. I will juke you. Yo, I said Edgar. Okay, freaking. I said Edgar. Okay, freaking. But like, you know, it's the hating ass world. This guy they gets you fucked up. Yeah, like just tonight at McDonald's, like that's another thing. When you're a trans woman, you want to get fast food. Try getting fast food as a trans woman, okay? Like tonight, going to McDonald's, okay? I order through the kiosk like a fucking Gen Z and shit, you know, fucking like what I'm supposed to do. Like, you know, like I'm 30 years old. I should, you know, be in there enough, you know, like I'm like 2 years in, I'd be a Gen Z, you know, like if I was 28, I'd be Gen Z. So I'm not like totally foreign to the Gen Z world. I know what it's like to basically be an old ass Gen Z. And so like, cause technically I'm a zillennial. Marco, Cotisa, yo, Marco Cotica, yo, said hi, what up, Marco? Freaking, but like, yeah, so I go up to McDonald's, and then like the guys in the back are like, so like first of all, I order at the kiosk, and then I'm like, I wait like 8 minutes, and I'm like, okay, you normally it's coming right up now, and then so like I get up from playing Switch on the chair, and then I get up and like I'm just like waiting in front of where they would just drop off the food, and like I just waiting, and then it's like 15 minutes since I ordered, and then the guy was like, hey, you want something? I'm like, yeah, I just like ordered something. I just like I didn't, or I just ordered something 10 minutes ago is what I said. And then like he's like, okay, what'd you get? And I'm like, I just say my order, and then he's like, okay. And then they go in the back, and then they're all like laughing and saying that I'm like a gay guy and shit. And I hate that because first of all, it's like it pulls me out of like how I'm feeling, and then second of all, it's like they think I'm a gay guy. Like that's stupid as fuck. Like I'm standing here, and I'm in a sweatpants, leather jacket, like this tank top, and a bunch of jewelry, and my like makeup and my necklace, and I'm obviously like well into feminization. And then like I guess you couldn't see my chest, but like if he had seen my chest, he wouldn't. I mean, maybe still, but like, you know, like, and sorry, I gotta juke this guy real quick. But like, I'm also crusty right now. But like, Yeah, so they were like joking in the back that I'm gay, and I'm like, okay, now I don't trust the food that you're about to give me, because if your guys are like in the back joking about me being a gay guy, now I don't, like I'm thinking you're just putting your thumb in your ass and then you're just like sticking in my fucking McChicken, dude. And so I hate that so much, because I still ate the thing, the stuff, but like, because I bought it, and like I'm gonna not eat $8 worth of food, dude. I'm a fucking McDick's worker, so like, so like I get it. And then the manager dude was kind of nice, like he gave me like a free pie for my time or whatever, and like, and I was like, oh, that's cool, like but like, like it sucks, like, and then so like also they were joke about me in the back, and then there's this woman and her kid, and like the kid was like snickering about me, and then the mom was like laughing too, and then I'm like, oh, this is great, like, the only other customers in the place are like being transphobic, and then the guys in the back are being transphobic, and now I can't trust the food I'm about to get. And so that was tonight, and like fucking, that's what it's like to get food at a fast food place as a trans woman, because like people will be joking on your ass in the back, and like probably nutting in your food, and then the custies around you will be like having a go at you too. And this is in like Denver, like, I mean, yeah, I'm in like the suburbs of Denver, but like the suburbs of Denver is ass, okay? It's like, because there's so many conservatives here, and like that's like the shittiest thing for us, is to be around a conservative. What? So for you to think of nasty crap like that as weird and victim mentality, man, if you got that from what I said, then you're gonna get juped, dude. Because victim mentality, dude, like fucking, a victim mentality would be if nothing was going on, and I'd be like, man, the world fucking hates me, and like, but meanwhile, like, no one's like saying anything bad about you, and like, not like what trans women, what we go through, what I go through, and shit, on a daily basis, is like heavy amounts of overt transphobia from the public, and like that shit takes a toll on you. Okay, like fucking, that's not victim mentality. That's like saying an actual wound that's actually happening, and that's so stupid. That's always a conservative talking point, where it's like victim mentality. Like, you're looking at it from your conservative person standpoint, where you're like a suburban, most probably like a well-off white person and shit, and so you're looking at life like, oh, shit goes wrong, you were just not feeling yourself, and you're just like being like a victim and shit, where it's like, no, that's not anyone else's reality. Like, if you're like any type of like visible minority of a sort, like, then you're fucking gonna be like maximally shitted on and shit, and like fucking and it makes for a different reality. And then voicing that isn't fucking being a victim, it's being a truth teller. And then if you want to like call that victim mentality, then like ugh. Oh fuck, yeah, my hairline's not the best, but I'm not like bald like you're thinking. Transgender, yes. Yo, thank you. Sometimes the haters be really like truthing. It's like, I'm a transgender. You are a textbook, buddy. Yeah, but like that's actually what we go through. So like, it's not victim mentality, okay? It's not victim. A victim mentality is like nothing going on, and then you're still like self-hating. Like, but Bonita Applebaum got it going on though, so or gotta put me on. Yeah, and like yeah, and then other days it's like nothing happens, and then that's like a great recoup day, where you're like can gain your confidence back, and like, because it really takes it down when like such overt public shit be happening. But then also another good thing about just living life as a trans woman, and or just like if you just keep going and shit, is that your skin just gets thicker inevitably, because like, you know, there's only so many times you can go through the same stimuli and like react the same way to it, you know, like it's like walking through, okay, being a trans woman is like this, it's like going through a fucking horror house, you know, like a Halloween, like where you're like a haunted house. Yeah, it's like going through like a dedicated like build like business of a haunted house. And like, say you go to a haunted house once and it's like, oh my god, that was the worst thing ever, you know. And that's like the first day as a trans woman. And then like the second day you go to the haunted house again and you see all the same shit and you're just like, oh my god, that was awful. And then you do it like the first week and you're like, this fucking is terrible. And then after a month or so, you're just like, god, okay, yeah, this is scary. And then like, you know, like 6 months in, you're like, okay, yeah, I've seen it. And then it's like a year in, you're like, hey, clown with the axe, hey, butcher with the chainsaw, you know, you're dapping them up or whatever. Like, you know, it's just like the haunted house is so predictable that it's like, sure, it sucks, and it's sure, yeah, it was scary, whatever, but it's like, goddamn, I've had this happen so many times. It's the same stimuli, so it's like, either come up with something new, or like it would have to like escalate or something, you know, because like, but basically, like when you just get overt laughter, transphobia, people insulting you, people calling you gay, like people just joking on you, like groups of people laughing and shit, like that's just like you know, that just becomes so common that like it literally just cannot physically hurt like it used to, you know. I'm not saying it doesn't suck, it does suck and makes you kind of like, I don't know, especially bad days, it does put you in a throw. But on like an averaged out basis, it's like really, it's lost its punch, you know. It's like really not as like bad as it was when it started. I mean, when I first was experiencing it. But now, like, now that I'm a seasoned trans woman, you know, like, it's been almost 2 years. You know, this July 27th coming up will be my 2 year like trans anniversary, you know, like out anniversary. Living as a trans woman 24/7, you know, living as a woman. Yeah, that's so important. Like, like to like get your skin thick, cause like, you know, there's so many positive people. Like that's the thing. It's like when you're a trans woman, you know, like you'll your life will be like there's hella bad on one side, and then there's like some really powerful good on the other side, and it's not as much as the bad side, and then there's a lot of like wishy-washy ass motherfuckers in the middle. But like, but the good people are like, it's like really extreme good. That's like definitely a lot. I bet for other trans women, it's like a lot better than what the best used to be before. And so like that maximum amount of positivity, you know, that good flirt, that like that intense interest on online or something, or like, you know, like someone is like liking you up on a dating profile, you know, like, or like you know, like you're getting more social interactions, people wanting to talk to you because you're like confident, like that's gonna like, that's so like fucking great and powerful, you know. And like it's just a weird dichotomy, because like when you're living life like this, like yeah, you get such pungent like evil hate thrown your way, but then you also have like such like just really sublime living, you know, like so, like there's no other word for it, because it's like when everything is like you feel like confident and hot, and like the people around you are like like responding to your like happiness, and like fucking but like not just happiness, but like positivity, and like kind of like a new spark, you know, like a spark for living and just being in the world and shit. And like, I don't really know what I'm talking about. I kind of need a piss. I'll be back in a second, and I'll put this on mute. another cool thing about transitioning is that I became like a sit-based peer. You know, like, so like, oh shit, were they beefing with CJ? Damn. But like, yeah, like before, like, you know, I was a stand-based peer, and so then like it would make, you know, you have to clean your bathroom and shit, and now like when you sit-based be like, it's like, yeah, you still clean it, but it's like not bad when you do. Man, I guess like toilet type shit is like not the thing to talk about. Okay, but yo, what else? What else? Yo, it's also different. Like how your like nippies get darker. Like no one told me that would happen, but like your nippies kind of do get darker and shit, and like fucking and also they fluctuate throughout the day. Like it doesn't even it's not even really consistent with when you take your medication or like I don't know. They just kind of like puff up and do like the puff up thing where they're really stretched out, and then like other times they're like real cinched in like German style or something, you know, like all like pucker tittied out. Where like it's all like clustering. But like but yeah. Yeah, I think the next move though, after my new regimen is I'm gonna start getting laser hair removal. And so like I'm gonna like start with like my mustache area and then probably get my like goatee area and then the rest, but like from right over here there's like not much, and then yeah, same on the sides, but like I get the most hair like right here. And like my hair is already so sparse that like I don't have the bluebeard looking thing, so like but I don't like how it shaving every day makes it so like my skin's subtly scarred and shit. You know, like that's why I want laser hair removal, so I'll never have to worry about shave like scars from shaving no more. I've also started thinking about like working out, like because like the nature of my job, like I'm always kind of working out, but like uh, and then I also walk pretty much every day, like either to McDonald's or like just go to like this parking lot that's near me and smoke, and then I kind of walk the neighborhood and smoke. But like or I stop combusting, but like you know I vape the dry herb, and but yeah, like man, I'm kind of scattered, man. I'm kind of tired though. Yo, yo, thanks for watching, y'all. If you watch this whole thing, like, cause some like one of these viewers, like, I've had one viewer where it's like, you've been like watching the whole time. So like, yo, thank you. Shout out you. All right, thank you guys.